because that's how they're able to grow and survive, because the algae, the nitrogen is too high in that area. So you'll never really find sea moss like Eukinema, Garcilaria, a lot of those tropical rhodophyas, or whatever you pronounce that word. You're not going to find them in areas of live coral, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
furthermore, that sea moss also adds as a nursery for all kinds of sea crabs and lobsters and kinds of stuff. Bro, we were doing a video once, and a fucking crab came out and bit my fucking balls. You know what I mean? It was like crazy because we were fucking with the sea moss, and it just, it was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
That
So,
that was why class the Seamoss right
yeah, it was
there.
crazy. And so, yeah, they feed fish, they feed turtles, and you know what I mean? And so you have, like, okay, let's say, for instance, the wild crafted sea moss is better. How much better is it really? 5% better? 10% better? Do you know what I mean? It's not that much better that people can tell the difference between stuff that's wildcrafted and not. You can't tell. Unless I tell you it's wildcrafted, you wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah. And
Think
I
about
mean,
that.
like you mentioned before, it's the same Seamoss, even the one that is basically, I would say, considered to be farmed. You know, it's still the Seamoss that is came from the wild. It's just a part of it that's basically controlled.
Yeah.
So it doesn't, so a person doesn't have to dive and go get it.
Yep.
It does. It's who it belongs to. You know,
Yep.
that type of stuff. But it's literally the same species.
Yep.
It's growing in the same water. It's getting the same sun rays.
Yes,
You know.
exactly. Right next to each other. And no one does anything with the farm sea moss. People think that farm sea moss means like, oh, I'm adding nutrients, or oh, I'm cultivating in some way. It's like, no, they're just putting it on a thing, and they're making sure the storm doesn't take it away. You know what I mean? And they
Yeah.
harvest it after 6 months,
Yeah. I
or
mean, my
six
guy
weeks.
explained to me
Sorry.
they just tie a small piece of it where it is able to grow from there. And again, it's just you're allowing it to seep off the energy of the ocean and the reef and the water,
And the
the
waves.
sun
Yeah.
and all that type of stuff.